West.
United forever in friendship and labor.
I have seen the enemy. He's right there in the spotlights. And if this song were a rifle, I would have him in my sight.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. It's Lavender here, and today I am doing another episode of Better Read Than Dead broadcasting podcast episode. So today I'm going to be talking about the Texas power outages and how capitalism plays a huge part in that. So during like the winter storms and stuff, so let's get started into this video. So I wanted to talk about this subject in particular because in this episode of Better Read Than Dead broadcasting, the Texas power outages and how capitalism affects this and how shitty the U.S. infrastructure is due to capitalism and how they go hand in hand with people. People are really out here dying because of, due to all the evil capitalism system known as capitalism. And capitalism, greed, and how it affects climate change and how they go hand in hand. So we're going to talk about that. So people are really out here saying that poor people and homeless people and working class people who live in the red state of Texas, where I live, because I live in Texas, deserves to die, and that they deserve to have this happen to them, and the whole power outages during blizzards and stuff because they voted for Donald Trump and they shouldn't have voted for Donald Trump. And it's just disgusting. It's sick and disgusting that people really, that's like a disgusting thought and logic process. Like, who the fuck says, oh, this is what you deserve because you voted for Donald Trump? That's fucking disgusting. You got hotels and capitalist pigs out here jacking up the prices of hotels because all they care about is, money, because they're greedy, psychopathic capitalist pigs who only care about the money. They don't care about anyone's well-being. They're very dangerous. Capitalist pigs are probably the most dangerous thing on this earth. It's disgusting. People are out here dying from carbon monoxide poisoning because the Texas failed to prepare themselves for this storm because of capitalism. People are out here dying of carbon monoxide poisoning due to space heaters, because space heaters are one of the biggest factors when it comes to carbon monoxide poisoning in homes. So millions of people are stranded in unheating homes with no other shelter/power and no way to move safely to shelter, and temperatures that are currently colder than parts of Alaska and even Siberia. That's cold. Siberia is a really, really cold place on this earth. This has exacerbated other infrastructure problems due to capitalism and how greed have caused that go hand in hand. For example, bursting water pipes have caused the evacuation of entire apartment complexes as ice-cold water forces residents to flee into the snow-covered streets because of United States' shitty infrastructure that puts fucking profits over people's lives. Typical United States. The United States has the nerve to call out Cuba. They have the nerve to call out Vietnam. They have the nerve to come and call out North Korea. They had the nerve to call out fucking Russia and China, but they're out here letting people fucking die from hypothermia in the streets, and fucking their infrastructure is breaking down, and they're scapegoating. They're blaming it on other factors instead of themselves and on capitalism. It's disgusting. At least 10 deaths in the Texas state are suspected of being connected to cold temperatures. More than 3 million homes in the state of Texas were without power as of Tuesday evening, according to poweroutage.us, which collects information on power outages coupled with the freezing temperatures. There has been a spike in carbon monoxide poisonings as, like I said, calls of people has resorted to using barbecue grills, generators, and even cars indoors of sources of heat, which is extremely dangerous because cars cause carbon monoxide poisoning. If you close your garage and you have a car on, it can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. Officials have received at least 300 calls of carbon monoxide poisoning, including one regarding an 8-year-old girl, and her mother who passed out and died while on the phone, calling for help. The loss of heat has also resulted in frozen water pipes bursting. Like I said, a grandmother and 3 children on Tuesday were found dead after a house fire. Investigators are investigating the fire cause, but it is suspected the family had been using their fireplace during the power outages to try to keep warm during the storm due to climate change. And in Houston, police said a man whose body was found in the street median was believed to have died from exposure due to the cold temperatures. The United States, like, for example, like, homeless people are out in the street, and you got charities out here, you know, that treat homeless people, like, really bad, and so they have, like, what's it called? Like, when you're so affected by something that's treated you like trauma, like, they don't want to be in, like, shelters because of the trauma they endured, and then they die on the street from the cold, because the United States wants to come out here and blame, like, Cuba for, I don't know, communism, Fidel Castro for no reason, but yet they have, like, their own fucking people dying on the streets because the United States puts profits over people's lives. Remember that. Another 60-year-old man was found dead in a van, possibly from exposure to the elements, you know, whether the death of a 78-year-old man whose body was found in his home by his wife on Monday may have been due to extreme cold. They don't know. And the ongoing power outages has prompted officials to call for an investigation into the handling of the state's electrical grid. I don't think this is going to result of anything. Remember how the Flint water crisis, how the infrastructure was all messed up, and then they were trying to scapegoat and say, no, the water's fine. Just drink the water. There is no lead. The water's perfectly fine. Just drink the water. No one's going to get hurt. Drink the water. Like, it's like that, honestly. I don't think anything's going to come out of this. The Capitalist Pigs are still going to be Capitalist Pigging. They're still going to be doing Mr. Krabs thing, and they're going to scapegoat. It's just ridiculous. And it's disgusting that people don't want to, you know, call this out. Like, the Capitalist Pigs need to be called out. This is why I made my channel. It's because I am sick and tired of the injustices of capitalism and the Capitalist Pigs scapegoating and saying that it's not capitalism because they don't want their money affected. It's disgusting. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to put all my sources and credit sources in the description. So yeah, bye.